What would I say to somebody who is still unsure of becoming a state citizen because not completely understanding on how it all works? Ben Franklin was not a United States citizen. He was a Virginianite. And they created the Republic for state citizens. And United States citizens are employees, Americans that have become employees of the United States corporation. And there is no other choice at this point in time in history. If you can get past that dialogue and somebody thinks that through, like Ben Franklin was not a United States citizen. Well, then what was he? He was a Virginianite, a state citizen. And then I always say, have you ever looked at the Declaration of Independence? Or like, yeah, once or twice. Have you ever seen the title? And they go, what do you mean? Well, the word united is actually a lowercase and it's an adjective. It's not a noun. It's not a part of the name of our country. You're a Virginianite or you're a Californian. But we gave up our God-given unalienable rights for benefits, rights, and privileges to steer an automobile, to travel safely, to have a supposed retirement account called a Social Security. And all of that is moot. So it's a difficult thing, and people just have to just keep investigating those claims of really what is republic. Everybody wants to go out and reform the republic. It's already been done. The republic is you as an individual. That's like why that one woman went up to Ben Franklin in 1791 after creating the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. She said, sir, what kind of government have you given us? And he said, a republic, ma'am, if you can keep it. Why? Because it's about self-governance. People think that you're coming into a structure of a government. No, you're coming in to become self-governed with no adhesion contracts to any entities around you any longer. And the Supreme Court, the treaty laws, state Supreme Courts, Labor Code, all of these things are in place to protect the private citizen, you, and understand that you also become the creditor and you strip off. They want to say each person has $79,000 of debt as a United States citizen. That's ridiculous. It's more like 2 million. There's the unfunded liabilities that are not even being discussed. And so you're a debtor as a US citizen. You're not as a state of the union citizen. You might have private debt still that you'll be working through, but you no longer carry the debt of the United States. And they have a duty and an obligation now to honor their oath with you. They don't. The United States citizen does not have access to the Bill of Rights. That's a Supreme Court ruling, but a state citizen does. And so all of those God-given unalienable rights guaranteed by the Constitution. We don't have constitutional rights. They wrote the Constitution to restrain the federal government. They've kind of played the term and terminology so that we wouldn't be able to, we go into court and we always say, hey, I have constitutional rights, and the judge laughs at that and says, no, you don't. Because you said it wrong, number one. Number two, you're a US citizen. You got pulled over, you handed a driver's license, you've proven you're a US statutory citizen. That means you don't access that. That means the Fourth Amendment, the trial by jury, none of those things apply to you. How do they come after you? Warrant, how they, the grand jury, you get to face your accused. None of that applies to you because you're a US citizen. So there is no elevator speech. I wish there was an elevator speech to get somebody to understand the drastic nature of what happened in this nation. There is none. And that's why you create the videos. And we're actually creating a probably it's going to be somewhere between 5 and 9 hours. We don't know yet. Video completely dumping every single thing on people so they get how and why, and why do you want to be out? And then all the validity behind it, meaning all the cases, all the support, and then the process of what we do in the passport so we can show people, yeah, we've pulled people out. We don't apply as a US citizen. We don't give them a social security on the application. We don't give them an address that falls into their jurisdiction on the application. There's all kinds of different things that we do. Um, and we actually tell them under the pains and penalties of perjury, we are not United States citizens. And we give our declaration to, or our um, oath of allegiance to the Declaration of Independence and to the King, meaning the sovereign, the God. And if you are an American, whether you like it or not, you're stating as one of the people that you are a child of God. And it hit me like a ton of bricks like 2 months or 2 years ago. I was like, oh my gosh, here in this nation, we're the only nation on the face of the earth where your citizenship reigns, where he is the king, and where you are self-governed, meaning your citizenship literally is in heaven on earth, because there's nothing between you and God. And so you're saying, I want my citizenship under the sovereign king. Read the declaration, form your own opinion. But that's why we have the protections. And that's why God says, come out to the entire world, because uncontracting with these corporations reduces the jurisdiction level of their ability to do anything with you. Now, for people that live in China, for people that live in oppressive police states, Iran, it's a difficult situation. But they also are contracted to corporations. They also can take control of the birth bonds. They can also take control of the names. There's a whole lot of things that these people can do under copyright infringements, patent right infringements, security rights and infringements that they can do to control their situation. So the whole world is going to figure this out pretty soon. And hopefully it's the ministries like us that will be on the front line helping people in China and different nations to work through that.